Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video and tell me what's on your mind. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the situation. Let's call NeNeLeakes the comeback kid. Let's call her Rocky Balboa. She was over there on the Breakfast Club, baby, and she was out there reading and talking and shading and spewing what she spews best. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's really going on? Hey Fifi, hey Lily, hey Lee Brick, hey Sweet Sugar, hey Happy Days, hey JL, what's going on? Hey Pamela, hey, what's going on? What's popping? Hey Callaway, what's good with y'all? So let's just talk about the situation. So your girl was out here, baby. I guess she was like, I'm not gonna sit back and take a seat while people are rubbing and throwing my name all up in the dirt. So basically she got on the Breakfast Club and she started saying what she needed to say and what she wanted to say and how she wanted to say it too. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's really going on with this situation? She was feeling a certain type of way, so I guess she called up the Breakfast Club, or they called her up because, you know, NeNeLeakes and Wendy, NeNeLeakes and, you know, Charlamagne the God, they got a common enemy, a little bit, or a common person that they don't really like, and they don't like their shady ways. And you know who that be? That Wendy Williams, baby. So Charlamagne wanted to make sure that it was clear that NeNeLeakes knew that Wendy Williams is not her friend and she's dirty and she ain't good for her. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's really going on? I was like, Charlamagne, you still mad at Wendy Williams? You still mad at the girl? Like, for real. So we have that situation. And hey Richard, hey Ford, let's just get into it. Let's talk about the situation. I was like, ooh, I thought she was going to therapy. She said yes, she is going to therapy, but she's going to therapy because she don't want to walk up into somebody's house and choke a B word. You know what I mean? So that's why she need therapy, because she don't want to put her hands on her cast members. And so that's why she's getting therapy, for the safety of their lives, or, you know, basically whatever the case may be. So I was like, what's going on? What's good? Hey Richard Prescott, what's going on? So let's just get into it. So they was asking Nene, like, why did everybody come for you? You know, why was everything about you? And you know, NeNeLeakes was like, yeah, because I'm the queen. Don't you see the crown on my head? Don't you see my head, baby? Don't you see what's going on? I was like, Lord have mercy. She is not playing. I was like, she said, yeah, they coming for the crown. You didn't see them coming for the crown? And, you know, she was asked, so I thought you was, seeking therapy and all this other stuff. She's like, the ladies are coming for me because they want my crown, they want my seat, they want my position, they want to be me, baby. They want everything that I do have. You know, she didn't say all loud, but I'm just adding that shit onto it because it sounds good. And then she also said that, you know, she is receiving therapy because, you know what, she does not want to attack, you know, one of the ladies and show up to their house or their property, kick the door in and choke a B word. So therefore she is receiving therapy on the behalf of them so they can be safe out here in these streets. And she said, yes, everybody was attacking me. Attack. She was like, they was attacking me, baby. I was like, Lord have mercy. And then Charlamagne the God, he went in when it came to the Kandi Burruss situation. And yes, sir, he went in on that situation. I was like, Lord have mercy. I was like, are we really going there? And so basically Charlamagne the God was asking, you know, NeNeLeakes, so you said you're going to therapy for this and that, but Kandi Burruss says that you was going to therapy because of damage control. And Nene said, what damage I need to control? I was like, Lord have mercy. She said, what damage do I need to control, baby? I was like, oh shit. She says, I don't need to go no damage. I wasn't going to therapy for damage control. I don't need to control nothing. And Kandi wants to be number one. She ain't never been number one in anything in her life. She ain't never been number one. And this is my house. She's coming from my house. I'm number one. And when I let my seat be available to you, then you can get the seat. But right now, this seat is taken. So hashtag number 2, Kandi Burruss. So you sit over there and mind your business. I was like, Lord have mercy. NeNeLeakes was going in. She goes, this chair is my chair. This is my house. I started, I finished, and this seat is taken. And if you want a seat, you wait till it's available. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is really going on with NeNeLeakes? She was on one, baby. And then she was also asked, questions about, so, what is the problem between you and Kandi Burruss? That is what, Angela Yee asked her, and she was like, I got my show, I got my YouTube show, whatever the case may be, and I made a video, and Kandi Burruss thought it was about her. You think this song is about you? So basically, Nene was like, yo, you think she watched one of my videos on my YouTube channel, and basically she thought that I was talking about her, but I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was talking about her too, baby. I ain't gonna even front like I knew, because I didn't. I thought you was talking about Kandi Burruss, but she said she wasn't talking about Kandi Burruss, and she said, picture that, somebody watching one of your videos and think the video is about them, like the gander, the nerve. I was like, what? She was like, could you picture that, somebody watching your video and thinking you talking about them? Like, ooh. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on with this situation? NeNeLeakes is going in, and she said, I called Kandi the first time, I called her the second time, and she was all being, aggy towards me, and she was being aggressive, and she was just going in. But I was trying to tell her the video wasn't about her. Why are you trying to make the video about you? Because it ain't about you, baby. And so NeNeLeakes was like, so I called her. So what do you guys think about that situation? If NeNeLeakes actually called Kandi twice to tell her that the video is not about her, and Kandi's still coming at Nene. NeNeLeakes said that she told her that the video was not about her, and she said once she realized that Kandi wanted to continue to go on and go further with making the video about her, she said that she knew that Kandi Burruss was coming at her because she wanted some attention, because she's been boring all season. She's been a bore. I was like, oh, take me away. Take me away with this. I was like, for real? So we have that situation. So I'm like, what's really going on? And she was just saying like, yo, I don't even know why. She said, we had a problem long time ago, but we hashed that shit out. Everything was good. And so therefore I called. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, is call her and reach out to her. But it seemed like she just wanted to smoke anyway. She just wanted something to talk about, and I gave her something to talk about. Basically, that's just what's the situation. That's just what it is. And she was like, I told her it wasn't about her, but she just kept running. And she was like, ain't no way that I'm going to be skeeting on ice, or I'm going to be tiptoeing around somebody named Kandi Burruss. No way, no how. Like, whatever I could say to Kandi Burruss, I could say it to her face, I could say it to her on camera, I could say it to her any way possible. It don't matter. I was like, Lord. And then Charlamagne was like, okay, so what's good? So what's going on? So who were you talking about? Nene said that person is an ice bag, and they gonna stay on the ice bag. I was like, Lord, what is really going on? So basically she's saying Kandi is a bore. She didn't do nothing all season, so therefore she tried to make that her videos about her when she wasn't talking about her. And when she tried to go tell her it wasn't about her, she just kept going. So you guys tell me what you think. And then DJ Envy jumped in, and basically, he started to talk about Kenya Moore, and he was asking her that, Kenya Moore says that you were on a apology tour and all this other stuff. Basically you're trying to gain sympathy and payola out here in these streets, point blank period. And basically you was out here saying sorry because you haven't been on so many episodes or whatever, and blase and the third. So NeNeLeakes was like, yo, listen, let me tell you, you just want to be seen, you just want some screen time. And that's what DJ Envy said. And so then NeNeLeakes, she responded talking about a tour apology. They're trying to shame me and embarrass me because I wanted to say sorry to him. So they want you to say sorry. You say sorry, then they say you lie, and then they make fun of you because you're on an apology tour. And she was like, what screen time? I had all the screen time that I needed and wanted, because I started this, I began to this, I'm in the middle, I'm front and center, baby. I have all the screen time that I need. She said, skin your more, and then here. Now she's talking about, Kenya's, skin, basically calling her Skinya more, basically, talking about her skin and things like that. So I was like, Lord have mercy, why you coming for the woman face? She beautiful, baby. She look good, right? She look good, right? And so then, NeNeLeakes continue to go on and say that, I ain't checking for her and anything else like that. And she goes, you know what? If I was on 6 episodes, I was on 5 episodes, I still got paid more money than you. I still get more money than you. So it don't matter how many episodes I was on. My check is still bigger than yours. My check still cut deeper than yours. I was like, So basically she's saying that I got more money than you. My check is bigger than you. My check is everything, baby. And you can add up. You can be on all the episodes and you still won't get as paid as much as I will if I'm only on 6 episodes. I was like, yo. She was going in. She was going in and she said, Kenya Moore, bad skin. She wanted an apology. You give her an apology. Now she don't want to accept it. Basically, she ain't here for the bullshit. She ain't here for it or whatever. And she said the problem is that these ladies want to cross over to her seat. They want to sit where she at. They want to be where she at. They want to be her. No, they don't want to be her, but they want to sit where she's at. She said they need to stay in their lane. Kenya Moore, stay in your lane. I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy. I mean, like, she is going in, ladies and gentlemen, Peep Squad. She is going in. I was like, she must have been on that couch and was like, I need to get up out of this situation. I need to make everything, shine and glitter, baby. And then we get on to the situation when it comes to, Claudia Jordan, Vivica Fox. And she was like, they was asking, how do you feel about, Claudia Jordan and Vivica Fox were talking about you. And, NeNeLeakes was like, you know what? Miss me with that bullshit. She was like, oh, they gonna act like I'm doing coke. I ain't never did no drugs in my life. I ain't never smoked no cigarette. I ain't never did no reefer. I ain't never did no marijuana. I ain't never did none of that stuff. And that ain't even cool. And that's effed up. Is she doing coke? Is Vivica Fox doing coke? Are they doing coke? What are they doing over there? Because they're doing a whole lot. And she's feeling a certain type of way. And basically, and she's saying, what's she doing over there? She was like, Vivica Fox used to be my friend. I thought she was my friend. I thought she was cool. But I guess she ain't. And so Nene goes and say they have fallen for grace. The people over there on, Claudia Jordan's panel on Fox Soul have fallen for grace, and now they're on the internet. They used to be famous whirlwind actors, and now they washed up and dusty on the internet trying to get a crumb off of NeNeLeakes' name. I was like, oh, I couldn't believe when she said they have fallen from grace. Falling from grace. And she said, who better for them to talk about than to talk about me, because my name is on everybody's lips. My name is on everybody's mind. So who better for them to talk about? And they have fallen from grace, and look where they are at now on the internet talking about who? NeNeLeakes, because she working. They may be working, but, I guess she's considering they're working for crumbs, because where have we seen Vivica Fox in lately? She was on, Employer. Where have we seen Lisa Raye? We really haven't seen Lisa Raye on TV One, Unsung or something like that. And, we used to see, what is the other lady's name? I don't even know the other lady's name. Syleena Johnson. She was doing music. I think she is still doing music. But, she was on Sister Circle and that show got canceled. And Claudia Jordan is basically the host of Love and Hip Hop, So what you guys think about that situation? I was like, yo, she said they falling from grace. I was like, let me take a break. I was like, Lord, let me take a break. I was like, no, when she said falling from grace, I almost fell out. Only reason why I almost fell out because I did a review from the Claudia Jordan show, on Fox Soul or whatever, when they was talking about NeNeLeakes. And I had the ladies up on the screen, and my peoples walked in. They was like, who are these people? I ain't never seen them in my life. I was like, Lord. I was like, that's Vivica Fox. I was like, that's Lisa Raye. I was like, that's Syleena Johnson. So they kind of figure out who Lisa Raye was after I explained it to them. But then they kind of figured out who Vivica Fox was after I explained it to them. But Syleena Johnson and Claudia Jordan, they couldn't figure it out. It was a wrap. But it is what it is. So basically, she was like, so Nene said, yes, she closed her laptop, and yes, she closed her laptop, and she'll close it again. And Charlamagne was happy that she closed her laptop because he felt like they all looked like fools on TV. But DJ Envy said he felt like they looked good. He said it was entertaining and everything else like that. I was like, Lord have mercy. I was like, Nene came out with a mother effing vengeance, baby. It is what it is. That's what she did. I was just like, this is crazy. I was hoping that Nene was going, be chillax, be quiet, because she gave her enemies a lot of, ammunition to use against her for the reunion. But I guess she said, I done already went down this path and I'm going to stay down this path. And so therefore I'm going to be up on the Breakfast Club and let these mother effers know how I feel. And nobody running me from where I come from. This is my home. This is my house. And I didn't stay on camera or on film, for the Real Housewives of Reunion because it wasn't fair. So when they play fair, I'll be fair. She said they act like I wasn't there all season. They kept saying I was only on 6 episodes. Then why is everything about me? Why is everything about me? Why they asking me so much question? There was so much else going on. But the production, the producers, they ain't fair. So it is what it is. I was like, okay. So what's really good, and so then they get into the Wendy Williams situation. Charlamagne is straight off the jump talking about Wendy Williams ain't no good. Wendy Williams ain't a friend. Blase in the third, that she will leave you out here dry and hanging. And she was like, I hope you know that she ain't your friend. NeNeLeakes was like, I tried to reach out to Wendy Williams a few times, and she did not respond. And I also wished her happy Mother's Day, and she did not respond at all either. So basically there's a problem with that situation. And Charlamagne was like, that's how she gets down, and that's how she does, and that's how she do. And he was like, basically, she dissed y'all, she dissed all of y'all. And basically, NeNeLeakes is like, yeah, she did, but you know what? I didn't want to talk about just Wendy Williams. I would have talked about her. I could have talked about her. It was no big deal. But then I realized that they ain't talking about their significant others. Kenya Moore's not talking about her relationship with Mark Daly and everything else that went down with that situation. And you guys already know, like, a lot of people want to know whether, Kenya Moore's keeping the child from him, or is she actually going on vacations and leaving him back so, they can't spend time together, because he alleged that she is not, there when he tries to come to town to take his daughter out or whatever. And then people wanted to know, why did he get kicked out the Uber? And also people wanted to know, why was he still having conversations with a woman that he used to be with, but he ain't with no more? And she was still texting him, and Kenya Moore had to call this other woman. So therefore, NeNeLeakes is basically saying people wanted to know, Mark's side of the situation. And also she said people wanted to know, Dennis McKinley's side of the situation, what was going on with Dennis McKinley. People wanted to know what was going on between Kandi Burruss and, Todd Talker and Mama Joyce. And then why wasn't the cookie lady there? But yet they bring Yovana here. They bring Yovana. Only situation with me they don't bring anything else. Like I said before, it's like, why would these ladies talk about their personal business and their personal life with their relationship when they can get past that and talk about you? Because NeNeLeakes have made herself a target by coming after each of the women or addressing them or talking about them on her YouTube channel too as well, and on Instagram Live. But they have talked about her too as well and said sly shit, but she responded in a longer form, where it's just so easy just to get the information, blase in a third. So therefore, if they can come up with a plan, or conjure up a plan together to actually just focus on Nene and talk about Nene's situation, because she said this about me, she did this, she did that, then why wouldn't they team up together and just go at you and make it all about you and just attack you and get you? Because you gave them the ammunition, and then therefore they don't have to talk about something that could possibly cause harm in their personal relationship with their significant others. So it is what it is. So Nene said that they ain't fair, they ain't right, it is what it is. And she said that Portia had her back. Portia is her girl. She said she texts Portia in between time and meantime to tell Portia, you can just fall back and you can take a seat on Eva. You know what I mean? Let me handle this. You did your thing. So Portia and NeNeLeakes, they was texting each other and everything else like that. And she said it's all good. And then NeNeLeakes talking about Cynthia Bailey. She said, yeah, Cynthia Bailey, my issue with her is she said I was her mentor and I was mentoring her for 10 years and we were friends and all this and everything else like that, but yet you're gonna turn your back on me. I just wanted you to be fair in the friendship. And she said also she would never be friends with Cynthia Bailey ever again, because she said the things that Kenya Moore did say to her were things that only she could have received from Cynthia Bailey. So basically, NeNeLeakes is saying that Cynthia Bailey has told Kenya Moore her deep, dark secrets, and basically it was used against her at the reunion too as well. And she said nobody was playing fair, so you know what? She decided not to play no more. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh no. She said, so I closed the laptop. And so Nene also said that, she did write down her reads. Yes, she did write down her reads because, she's elderly, she's menopausing and everything else like that. So yes, she wrote down her reads and the whole nine like that. So it is what it is. But she said, she's been reading for 10 years or more. So it is what it is. And then also with that situation, they started to talk about Eva, and basically she said Eva was licking butt. She's been licking butt. She's been licking booty to stay on top, because she hasn't been on top since American Top Model was on TV. And for her to survive, she was out there in LA licking booty. I was like, what is going on? I was like, Nene, you talking about whore licking booty? If you don't got proof or receipts, that's not good to say, baby, because you kind of mad at Vivica Fox for saying what she said, but yeah, you are claiming that Eva be out here licking booty to support her family. But all that came from the bridesmaid at Eva's wedding that went back and told Marlo, and Nene was present, so she got the information. So I was like, what is really going on with the situation? So they was asking Nene, are you coming back to the show, or what the case may be? So Nene said if she's going to continue to be attacked, she might not come back. But she said the people that want her there, she's there, because if the networks and if the people didn't want her there, she'd be gone and she wouldn't be there. So therefore she's doing something good. Therefore she's doing something that they like, baby, because she's still sitting here and she's still there. But she said if it's not going to be fair, she's not going to, consider coming back, because she's talking about the production and the producers being fair, and she's saying that they are not. So I was like, okay. And so NeNeLeakes said she would not do business or work with any of her cast members whatsoever, because the situation was brought up about Marlo. Like Marlo said, basically don't really be having her back. She said, well, Marlo really don't be having my back like that. Marlo said that, I ride and die for you and you ride and die for me halfway, but you be keying with the women that be talking shit about me. So Marlo basically was kind of like calling out Nene, and then, Charlamagne brought it up to NeNeLeakes' attention, and she was like, well, she don't really ride for me like that. I told you they don't ride for each other like that no more. That shit is done. And so, they talked about, she called Wendy Williams several times, and Wendy Williams did not pick up the phone and anything else like that. And so, Charlamagne was like, Wendy Williams was really disrespectful. She disrespect all you guys over there. She basically acting like you guys are the bottom of the barrel. And so NeNeLeakes said, we ain't the bottom of the barrel. We get 7 digits type of money. We get paid out here, baby. So it is what it is. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is going on? I was like, she came out swinging. So basically, she's not here for Cynthia Bailey no more. Cynthia Bailey is gone. And she said Kenya can stay on the show or whatever, because Kenya is crazy. She would do anything. She would do things that I wouldn't do. She would do things that I wouldn't say. So she can stay on the show. Kandi can stay on the show too as well, because she's the queen of Atlanta from 285 to 120. I was like, Lord, you are so messed up. You are doing the most. I was like, for real, this is what we doing? This is what's happening? I was like, and she kept saying Eva licking bottoms, because Charlamagne wants to know, who told her that she was licking bottoms, because he wants to know what bottom is Eva licking. It almost seemed like Charlamagne wanted Eva to lick his bottom. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's going on? So there you have it, you guys. I was just like, what do you think about your girl Nene, baby? She came out swinging. So where we at? So if you guys want to call in and give your opinion, it's 5 minutes on the phone, 5 minutes. And tell me what you think about NeNeLeakes interview and what she said. Do you think she's the comeback kid? Do you think she's Rocky Balboa? What's going on? What do you think? Crystal Clark, Sam B. Short hair. Wigs. Okay. Okay, Levon. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Levon? What's good with you? Hey, Hickerson, I'm doing good. Yourself? Hey, Teresa. It's funny what Nene said, but she did nothing in them streets. She said she was hearing about Eva in the streets, baby. I am Brooks. Eva, know her bridesmaid was speaking bad towards her, but she won't put it on others to be mad at. Okay, I got you, Latricia. Nene ain't good nowhere. Housewife is her only income. Ooh, wait. 1993 was a good year, baby. Hennessy was way out of line. Was too damn extra. Happy days. What's up? How you doing? I don't even know what she means by licking booty. She's like, she's out there, you know. You don't know what she means? She means like licking the whole thing. Out there, you know. Famous lesbians out there licking it. That's alleged. So I'm just like, Auntie Entertainment, she said the street said it. Yes, she did. Who was, what booty was Eva licking, Levine? I don't know. She was licking some booty. Pinky Love, hey sis, hey, what's up? What's going on with you? How is she menopausal but change her tampon? Because she was joking about the tampon situation. We all know she ain't got her period. She hasn't seen her period in years. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much, Miss T. I appreciate it. I am Brooks. Sam B, you act like you know the ladies personally. Stop it, Teresa. Kenya with the basket look better than Nene. So, yeah, that's the situation. So, I was just like, what is really going on? I was like, Nene was out in these streets wilding. I was like, she got on that Breakfast Club and she just went in. I mean, she didn't hold back. So, you know, I guess there is really like a part 4 to the reunion because we got 1, 2, 3, and so now we got 4. Now you can throw that in, you know, with Nene over there at the Breakfast Club, and I was just like, So NeNeLeakes wanted to show that she got some friends out here in these streets, and people do respect her and do got time for her. So basically, I guess they called her up. She called them up. She was on the Breakfast Club because you know Jen and Angela Yee are really good friends, and also Nene said, oh, about the Sheree situation. I don't want to talk about Sheree. Nobody even said nothing bad about her. That was an interview I was doing with Jennifer. You know what I mean? It was just Jennifer interview I was doing with her. It was no big deal. It was nothing like that. And you know, Sheree's trying to get some attention, and therefore she hasn't been spoken about in a while. So why should I speak about her? So therefore, NeNeLeakes did not want to even speak about Sheree at all. I was like, Lord, this is a crazy situation. So I guess Nene got her revenge. I guess she got her revenge on the Breakfast Club saying what she need to say. I was like, what is, I mean, like, Nene's lying came with no bullets. Nene, she came through, boy. She was like, I'm Rocky Balboa. I'm going to swing it. I'm going to dangle. I'm going to hit this baseball bat. I'm going to throw all these bullets, and I hope they hit whoever they need to hit because I'm trying to hit you all. I was like, oh, so you see that she's feeling a little bit better. Hey, what's up? What's your name and where you calling from?
Join the Brian calling from McDonough, Georgia.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Well, listen, I want to add something to that.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know why people think females don't have periods in their pussy. A lot of females still have their periods.
Okay, that's new. Okay, yep. All right, you're right.
Yeah, but I want to say one more thing. I got my money bet on Nene Mayweather and Portia Ali. First time.
Oh, you're so sweet. I like that. Well, Nene, she came out here swinging, boy. She got on that Breakfast Club.
I'm telling you, she's from the A. We don't do all that in Georgia. We come out with it.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that.
Love her.
I'm glad.
I met her in person twice. She's very nice. She's not like people think she is.
So have you met her?
Yes, I've met her twice.
And how was your encounter with Nene? So let the people know how your encounter was.
Nene is down to they see on television that's not her. But she don't take no junk either.
Okay.
But she has the sweetest personality.
Oh, that's nice. So, we have someone that is vouching for NeNeLeakes. Oh, so sweet of you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Appreciate that. From Atlanta.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Atlanta, ATL.
ATL in the building, baby. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. So that was good. And also, NeNeLeakes said that how come nobody even talked about Kandi Burruss, her, shop being shot up. So basically, Nene threw that out there too. She threw another bone at Mrs. Kandi Burruss, saying, how come we're not talking about Kandi's restaurant being shot up, the old lady gang being shot up? How come we're not mentioning that? How come we're not talking about that? How come we're only talking about Wendy Williams and bringing up, Yovana and not all these other people? So what do you guys think about that situation? I'm sorry, Levon. I brought the speaker close to as well. And I have everything up so loud too. It's just probably just one of them things that happens. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, yep, that is the situation. I was like the I ain't gonna. Okay, here we go. Nene ain't talking about Marlo shoplifting in Greece. Lord have mercy. I hope she was not shoplifting in Greece. I hope that did not go down. I hope none of that did happen. But so now I understand why NeNeLeakes is not supporting, Marlo's wig line or whatever. Even though I checked, I haven't seen Marlo, basically advertising her wig line or anything else like that. She said she ain't gonna do no music with nobody, and she ain't doing no music with nobody, and music because they asked her if she wanted to do music with Kandi Burruss, and she said no, she don't want to do no music with nobody, she don't want to do no business with nobody. I was like, Lord have mercy. So basically she's telling you that she don't want to work with the ladies outside of the Real Housewives of Atlanta that are on the cast with her. She rather not do business with them. Okay. That's not somebody calling for the show. That's like a personal call that's coming through. OLG is a police matter, not Bravo's. I guess she wanted to talk about that situation because it's something that was in the news. It's something that's in the media because they're bringing out things that she did in the media and that was in the news. So therefore, she wanted to talk about that situation too as well. So basically, she's just saying that she wanted other people's issues to be spoken on too, not just her issues, especially if they feel like she hasn't really been on the show. She wasn't really part of the show. She's desperate for attention and she wants to be seen on the show. Basically, Nene said, how come we're not talking about their business? Okay, they're just gonna keep calling. I'm gonna have to answer it for music now. So basically, she don't want to do no music with nobody, and basically that was towards Kandi Burruss and everything else like that, and she ain't gonna do no business. So I was just like, okay, girl. Okay. So hopefully she always stays on top and she doesn't need any help from anybody on the cast because basically she's writing checks right now. So hopefully the checks that NeNeLeakes is writing, she can cash them. Because my mama always said, don't write a check that your ass can't cash. So hopefully, it's all good. Ella Johnson smart not to do business with family. Okay, they're gonna keep calling. You know how it is. Pinky Love. Okay, we got what you're saying. So do you guys think that Kandi is boring? Because basically she's saying Kandi's boring. Cynthia Bailey is pretty much boring. It's just that she's connected to, Kenya Moore. And then on top of that, you have the situation with, Eva Marcel. She really didn't get anything going out. He goes, Nene's single is viral. Her single is viral. That single, Come and Get It Horny, is viral. It is making waves. It's getting played on the Breakfast Club. It's in rotation. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that are also, making videos to it and dancing to the videos and things like that. Okay.
She never wants to see Nene be friends with anyone. I mean, she acted the same way a few seasons back when Nene made up with Phaedra. She didn't like that. You know what I mean? So it seems like, Kandi is always hating on Nene. Always. That's what I see. Why is it your concern that they're friends? Why does it bother you so much that they're friends? That they made up? That's what friends do. They go back and forth, just like sisters. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
One day we're fighting, the next day we're friends. We're cool. That's life. So why are you hating on that relationship? Nobody's hating on you having a friendship with Kenya.
I get what you're saying too as well. And I think the call was muted in the beginning. So tell the people about how you met NeNeLeakes and what you thought about NeNeLeakes when you had your encounter with her.
Well, I met NeNeLeakes in New York after her Broadway show. She was starring in Cinderella with Keke Palmer, I think. And I met her afterwards, and she's just a beautiful soul, a beautiful individual. And I'm very proud of her. Although I don't know her personally, from what I've seen, like I said, she started off from nothing, and she made a name for herself. She's very successful. And I can relate to her, and I think a lot of women relate to her, and that's why they love her.
Facts. And the reason why they coming for NeNeLeakes is because she's number what?
She's number one. No one comes for number 2, 3, or 4. They come for number 1.
Thank you so much. I just had to reiterate that because when we were talking, it was on mute. I
understand.
So that part, that's in there. So I believe everything that you did say in the first few minutes is now been said publicly. I appreciate it so much.
Good. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm happy. Thank you.
I'm happy. I think the reunion is going to be like this epic event because it's 3-part series. It's online, and this is the first time that we see Nene just walk away and just say, "I don't care." So, do you think this is an epic reunion?
It is. It really is. I didn't expect that the way that it is, but it's really, it got me to the screen. Like I'm like waiting for the next read, and I love it, you know, and it seems like, yeah, they are coming for Nene, and it's not fair, you know, it's every year, every season they come for her, but after a while, you're going to get tired, you're going to need some therapy, you know what I mean? So,
yes.
I stand by her, I really do, and I'm really proud of her. I'm really proud of where she is right now. I mean, come on, she has a million, mansion. I mean, come on. You got to give credit where credit is due, Mary. That's how it is.
She has 3 boutiques.
Like her. I'm sorry?
She has 3 boutiques.
3 boutiques. Come on. Like, they're just hating on her. You know, all the other women, one was a USA, Miss USA, the other one was a model, 2 models, then we had one that's a music, what is she, mogul, Kandi, what does she do, a
writer, producer.
Nene didn't have any of that. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't have any of that. But who's on top now? Who's on top? It's Nene. And they're all gunning for her. They're all gunning for that spot. For that number 1 spot.
That's what she said. But what do you think about when she said she need to take Eva to the casino to show her how to play because, you know, she's playing checkers and she picked the wrong side? How you going to switch up? You should have stuck with the person that you came on the show with. The person that you said you was friends with.
Well, Nene tells it like it is. What's the other one? Eva is fake. She's fake. First, you used Nene and said you knew her for 10 years, but now you went to the other side because you think it's more beneficial to you, right?
That's what.
They're gonna turn on you too. They're gonna turn on you too if you come back next season. You were boring the whole season, and now you want to come for Nene because you're trying to hold on to that plum to make it into a peach.
Ooh! Shots fired.
It's very clear. It's clear vision. Everybody sees it. You've been boring all season. The season before that, you were boring. So what? What is it? You're upset with her because she told the truth? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Eva is boring. That's facts.
She's boring. Even at the reunion, you're trying to come for Nene. You're still boring. You're reading. You're jumping into conversations that has nothing to do with you. It's too late, sweetie. You should have done that during the season.
That's the only thing I wish, because if she can read like she does read, it would be nice to see her do that. We know when she feels a certain way. Until we gotta wait to the reunion, wait for somebody to say your name, so you got a whole storyline going on for the reunion. The way that you jumping and bucking at Nene, it was like too much. And the reason why the reads, what Eva did read, she read, but the reads just felt like they were desperation. Like, I need my job. You know how has to buck, kiss, and lick because they're about to get fired. So they run, they do everything before you know it. They there. That's what it felt like. So it just felt like it wasn't real. It felt like it wasn't from the heart. This is survival mode.
Yeah, she's on desperate. Like she's so desperate to hold on. But don't you think it's a little too late? You should have been doing that all season. No, you're pregnant. Okay, you're pregnant. You keep saying you're pregnant, but you know what? Portia was pregnant. When Portia was pregnant, she was gunning people down. Okay, she was bringing in the drama, everything. So what's your excuse? You're pregnant? Come on, that's no freaking excuse.
That was right? The situation.
Portia was bringing it in while she was pregnant. They were gunning for Portia, and Portia was gunning back. Come on.
What do you think?
She has every excuse. Please, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What do you think about when Kenya Moore said at the reunion that NeNeLeakes called her and Cynthia Bailey and basically was saying, "Oh, Portia is not as dumb as we think she is. She's over there on Celebrity Apprentice. What we gonna do?" What did you take from that perspective that Kenya Moore said?
I didn't take anything from that. You know why? Because listen, I think she was just saying, listen, she's just trying to tell them, listen, you guys think she's dumb? She's not dumb. She's making moves. What moves are you guys making? That's how I saw it.
Okay.
It's good. On Apprentice? Were they on there? Neither one of them?
Kenya Moore was on a Celebrity Apprentice.
Okay.
And Nene was on there too.
Nene was on there.
Yeah. Cynthia, no.
But Cynthia wasn't. Okay. I didn't really take that like really bad read or she was trying to gun for Portia. I think she was just saying, listen, you know, everybody else is supposed to be smarter than Portia, and look where Portia is at. Look what she's doing. You know, maybe we need to step up our game. You know what I mean? That's how I took it.
Okay, I'm glad you explained that because, you know, I had a different take on it too, so it's so good to hear other people's take too, because one take, sometimes you need 50 takes and then you'd be like, okay, I get it. It could be anything, so I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. So I think they're doing a wonderful job. I mean, the cast is great, but they need to get rid of Eva. Cynthia, she needs to go. She should have been gone. You know, because Cynthia to me is a hypocrite. She's fake. And Kenya's gunning for her. Didn't Portia said Kenya sent her a text stating that she's going to take Cynthia down?
She did say that, but we got no proof of it yet, so I didn't even delve into that until we hear it because Portia sometimes mess things up. So.
But listen, honey, Mary, we don't even need proof from Portia. We can see it with our own two eyes. How many times she tried to throw Cynthia under the bus? How many times? We don't need Portia's text. I see it in my eyes. I see it on television. Come on. How many times? More than once?
Well, she apologized for the wine situation. She said she was just joking.
Oh, see, that's the thing with Kenya. She apologizes, but then she hits you with another one. She'll throw you under the bus in another time. How many times she apologized to her?
Like 3 times.
Okay. And you're still doing the same crap. Come on. Who are you fooling? It's very clear.
But why would she want to take down Cynthia, though? It don't make no sense for her wanting to take...
Cynthia, she knows for a fact Cynthia's boring. Cynthia's not bringing anything to the table. And she would get rid of Cynthia before she tried to get rid of Kandi. Because Kandi's boring, too. But she's going to hold on to Kandi. She'd rather stay under Kandi because for some reason, you know, Kandi has her back. They have, of course, there's an alliance. You can tell that. But she'll get rid of Cynthia, please. She'll throw Cynthia under the bus again if she comes back next season.
So somebody said she'll throw Cynthia under the bus because of money.
She'll do anything for money. Can't you tell? Can't you see?
That's what NeNeLeakes said.
Pay $500,000. She's getting paid $500,000. She got a big cut. That was like, please. Now they're gonna boost it up a little bit. She's probably gonna get, a few more dollars because all the drama she bought. What happened to the cookie ladies? How come they didn't bring the cookie lady?
That's what Nene said. Why did they bring her? Why didn't they bring Mark? Why they didn't bring this one and that one?
What about Kandi? Why didn't they ask Kandi about
That's...
It got dumbed down. What happened to it? Why? What happened to Mark? Mark doesn't care about you. He doesn't even like you, Kenya. Come on. Look, I don't even like Kenya, and it hurts me to see the way he treats her. But I think, you know what it is with Mark? He sees what type of person Kenya is. You might be beautiful on the outside, but you're not beautiful inside, hon. And that's where it counts. That's where it counts.
I appreciate your phone call. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Micah. I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey, how you doing? So tell us what you think about NeNeLeakes, interview on the Breakfast Club. What you think, period, about the reunion too as well. Just go in and have God.
I love the reunion. I thought it was epic. Just for the first part, considering the circumstances they had to go through. I love the reunion. I like the dynamic. I felt like Nene kind of held her own. I'm always like a team Nene type of person, so I always try to come and see her perspective. And I thought the reunion was good. I thought she tore Eva up. I was glad to see her tear Eva up. I think she kind of held her on. The reunion was, I think they were a little bit turned up. Everybody was turned up, probably because they were in their own home. So I think it was turned up. But the reunion, it was pretty good. All the dynamics. I wish they could have addressed some of the more issues. It seemed like a gun down Nene situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I didn't feel that, but maybe we still got 2 more parts to go. So it may get better, hopefully. So we can see some more of the drama that unfolded during the season actually be talked about. A lot of the stuff that was talked about was stuff that happened after the season had aired. Stuff that's going on with their YouTube channels and who they're talking to, but a lot of the stuff was not addressed as far as the season. It seemed like we're going back, and you said such and such a couple years ago with the whole Kenya situation, and then it was nothing current about the season. So they did deliver to me.
Yes, they did. They did, and you do have a point where everything was basically stuff that was offline, off the show.
It was. And so, but I guess we had to have the offline stuff because we had the little bit of delay. So the offline kind of stuff did kind of entertain us while we were waiting on the reunion. Still had us talking, still had us going. So, but just in the reunion, I think it was. I think they could have did a little bit better addressing the things that need to be addressed as far as the season went on. I really felt like it was Portia's day. Portia came blazing, guns blazing. She came ready, and so I really appreciated the fact that we got to see the turn up. Somebody needed to be the turn up chick at the reunion, and I'm digging it with Portia. Portia came ready. She knew exactly who she was coming for. She was ready for them, and it was just it was good. A little bit more raunchier than we used to get because Portia, shut the F up and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I lived for it in the moment. I really did. Just to get a little bit more natural side of the reunion because they were less off guard, like I said earlier, because they were in their homes.
Okay, I got a question for you. Everyone was saying, not everyone, but a lot of people were saying that, Portia looked ghetto. Portia looked like she was drunk. She was embarrassed. She was embarrassing. Do you take that in accountability that, that she looked ghetto, she looked like this, she looked raunchy? That's what people were saying about Portia and her performance at the reunion. What do you say to that?
No, I don't think that she was ghetto or raunchy at all.
Me either.
First of all, I think she gave us true Portia.
Amen.
Portia has always been the kind of low-key turn-up chick. I mean, we've seen her drag Kenya. You know what I'm saying? So Portia has always been that girl, and she's from Decatur. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she's always been that girl. She's always held herself to a certain standard as well. But she's been that girl, so I don't think she came extra ghetto. I think she was ready. Portia was ready to address some things. She had frustrations, and again, Portia was one of the ones that, unlike Nene and Kenyon, that she doesn't really go too much back and forth online. She may make a post on her Instagram, or she may make a cryptic post, or it may come down, but she's not really one that's going in like the rest of them. So I felt like she was at her point, because a lot of them got a lot of what Eva had a lot to say that she got off her chest on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, Nene and Kandi on their YouTubes and everything, where Portia in that area, she's kind of, you know what I'm saying, holding back. So I feel like she came ready. She had some stuff she wanted to address. She didn't want to give anybody any passes, so she didn't want to give you time to sweet talk her and explain yourself. This is how I feel. I'm coming for you, and you gonna feel Portia.
All right. Because I never did address that, you know, in my reunion video. Because a lot of people was like, "Oh my God, Portia was acting like this." So I'm glad, you know, we talked about that. Now, anything else you would like to add about, you know, Miss NeNeLeakes in the reunion?
And I not too much. I just hope NeNeLeakes is. I know she stand her ground. I don't think I'm sad that she walked away a little bit. And as you know, in further reports we've heard that she's going to leave the reunion. And a lot of people saying she's weak. A lot of people saying she needs to go. It's her time. But again, like she stated, she was being drilled for someone who was stated that they were not in the season that much. And the first 2 hours of filming, it's totally about you. And as we seen, as she said in her story on YouTube, we seen that was true, because we know that first hour was really about her, and you know that's cut and dissected through editing. So you could imagine how much time was focused on her answering questions and stuff like that. So I feel like her, hey, if you're going to keep questioning me, y'all not about to sit up here and drill me. There's other people with other issues is going on, and that's how she always felt. She always feel like everybody else got issues, even when she had the when she had the counseling session, and when she had the thing last year with the what was it, the psychic or whatever it was, when she had season 10, when she had all of them in together, she wants to get her stuff out, but other people got stuff to be addressed, and it always tends to focus on her. So I think that's where frustration comes from. That's all.
That's true, because they recorded for like 8 hours or more, and then, you know, sitting there in your house in that moment and going back and forth and combating this one and that one, that can take a toll on anybody.
Yeah, and then you really can't tell me. And then you got girls coming for you that you know in the reunion setting, it wouldn't have been that harsh, like especially like the previews and what we're going to see of Kandi. Like Kandi has always been, has spoken. Kandi has always spoke her mind, and she's always said what she got to say. But from the clips we've seen, we knew Kandi would have never, she's not even a drinker. So you know she wasn't drunk, so she would have never came that hard at Nene had they all been sitting at the couch like that. If they were all in a regular setting, I don't think that Kandi would have came as hard towards Nene as she did, as we see in the previews.
All right. I got you. Thank you so much for calling. Please tell everybody where you're from.
All right, this is Micah from Cleveland, Ohio.
Thank you, Micah. Thank you. Cleveland, Ohio's in the building, baby.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I guess so. I missed a call. And it says, yes, I was trying to call you, Mary, and let them know Nene brought a lot of stuff. She brought a lot of stuff, and still she has somebody to pay. Ways coming from the job and Kandi. And Kandi and all of them are just as genuine, granted, too, as well. And they did have an alliance, but many turned on everybody at the end of the day. That they are going to turn on everybody. They're going to turn on each other and everything else like that. So basically, you know, it's entertainment at the end of the day. So that's one caller left a message. She goes, I don't agree with other callers saying that somebody came up anyway. So that's the call. Yes, I missed the call. Because at first I thought one of these calls was a personal call, but it wasn't. It was actually, someone calling into the show. So, a lot of people have a lot of different things to say about, what's going on. Like, a lot of people are confused too as well. Some people are just like, you know what, I'm just going to watch the show and enjoy. But a lot of people feel like Nene was attacked and basically that she doesn't get any respect over there. And then a lot of people are saying that, Nene deserved every bit of what happened to her at the reunion, her being attacked by the ladies, because she came for the ladies, outside of the show too as well. And then on top of that she said, be ready, the reunion, and basically they were ready, and they was ready to attack, and they was ready to go in and do whatever they needed to do to get to NeNeLeakes, because they felt like she was going to be ready because she told them to be ready previously. So some people people are just basically, it's either I feel like she was attacked, and some people say I feel like she wasn't attacked. I feel like she got everything that she said that she wanted. And also NeNeLeakes brought up in the interview when she was when she was with Charlamagne the God, that Phaedra should come back to the show. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
And I'm calling from Peoria, Illinois.
Hey, what's going on? Tell us what you think.
The first thing I want to say is I wish to God they bring Phaedra back, because she is the only one that will not flip-flop on Nene and go to Kenya. She's the only one that won't do that. And then I want to say that I noticed that Cynthia didn't have much to say at the reunion. Is it just me, or did anybody else notice that?
She didn't have much to say.
Yeah, Cynthia, I didn't hear her. I heard her say one thing about Nene, and that was it. So, and I also want to say this. I don't know what's happening with Kandi. I used to like Kandi, but this bone collector and this persona she done took on, I don't like it. And then she's including herself on purpose with falling out with Nene. I noticed on her YouTube thing she said we and us. Nene's was supposed to come for us and we. She's including herself in that group, and Nene never had anything against her. And then she I think she just got into the group with Kenya and Cynthia because Eva is out. Eva out pregnant, so they needed another person, 3 against 3, and they're the models. They're tall, they're beautiful, they're the models, and she got in with that group. I really don't think she belongs with them. I really don't, but she's trying to act all hard and go against Nene with them and stuff, and I don't get why she doing all this. So
I got one thing to say to that part about Kandi. Kandi did address that on her channel, and she said that she'll come at NeNeLeakes anytime, any place, anywhere, and she have in the past, and she posted clips on her channel. What do you think about that?
But Nene didn't come for her this time. She tried to say Nene came for her when Nene was saying somebody, blocked her from getting her show. And Nene tried to tell her, it's not you I'm talking about, it's not you. But she don't want to go for that. She wants to have a gripe against Nene so she can be with that group. That's what I'm seeing.
So that's
what I'm seeing.
Okay.
And then you got whenever they start talking about firing people or reducing people to friends of the show, they have to step their game up. And the best way to step up your game is to go after the top dog. So that's my opinion about everything. But I really enjoyed the reunion. I didn't think I was, because they were going to be at home, but it was good. I liked it.
I enjoyed it, and I knew it was just going to be good because they was at home. For some reason, I just know you're in your element when you're at home, and you don't got to worry about nobody getting up hitting you. You ain't got to worry about nobody pinching you. You just sit there and be you.
You know, you can talk shit all
day long.
and another thing, did anybody feel that Eva is terrified of Portia?
Oh yes, you know, Norris Tony brought that up. She did look. Now going back looking, it looked like she was like she don't want that Portia. She know that Portia, and Portia could see her. You know, when they're going to work together. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, because Portia said, "I will beat your ass," and she didn't even say nothing back. She didn't say, "No, you won't." She didn't say nothing.
She said, "I will beat your ass virtually."
Yeah. So it was just really entertaining. I even liked when Kenya set Eva straight about the colorism. I don't like Kenya like that, but I have to give her props for that. I like that, the way she set her straight about that.
I really did appreciate that too, even though you can see that Eva was going toe to toe for Kenya Moore against, NeNeLeakes. But even seeing all of that, Kenya Moore stepped right into it and let her know that that was not appropriate, and you should have more empathy and be aware of what you say. So I thought that was excellent.
Right. And you know what? I believe what Portia said about those texts, because I noticed that Kenya was coming for Cynthia during the season with some fake stuff, like her not saying she don't know about wines, and and telling she what she did with the cookie lady. I noticed that she was doing some undercover stuff. So I believe those texts. I really do. I believe them.
I just can't wait. I just want to see him because, I've been disappointed with some receipts in the past. So as soon as I get to see him, we are going to go ham.
Yes. And I love your show. I love you.
Thank you so much. I love you too, and I really appreciate that. It's always good to hear positive things because there's a lot of negativity out there. So thank you so much.
Okay, you have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
As well. Bye-bye. So I guess that's where the conversation is shifting. Miss New York, I believe it was New York, called in, so is there something going on between Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey? Are they as cool as we think they are? And are they really as tight, or is there some underlying tension going on? Because a lot of people are picking up and saying that they feel like there is some underlying situation going on between them two, as far as maybe they are not as cool as we think they are, and maybe Cynthia saying I forgive you, she really don't mean it. And another question is, if Cynthia is not on the show next season, will Mike Hill still be with her? That's another question people was asking. If Cynthia Bailey doesn't get a peach and if she's not a friend of the show, would Mike Hill still be with her? Now that's the situation. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on with this situation? So do you guys feel like Kenya and Cynthia Bailey has something going on underneath? Is there really tension or not? Because a lot of people question their friendship during out the season because certain different things had happened between them two, where they felt like Kenya Moore was coming for Cynthia, and Cynthia just can't keep brushing it under the rug. And Cynthia even said herself that she has been giving Kenya Moore passes because Kenya Moore has been going through a lot, and she's been going through a lot of different situations, and she just had a brand new baby, the situation with Mark and everything else like that. So she's totally understanding, and she totally is like coddling Kenya Moore at this time, and she's not basically putting too much in it because she knows that she's under a lot of stress. So I was like, Andy received the text from Portia. We just got to see the text. We want to see the text because I can't go off on anything because there's been receipts that have been very disappointing in the past. So I'm just like, The lines are open. You guys could call in. Happy Days Mary Jane want to know where that show, Mike and Cynthia. I don't know where that show's at. Maybe it got canceled because of the corona. So I don't know if it's that situation, but be careful with the situation when it comes to the corona and everything else like that. Make sure you pay attention to the laws. Make sure you pay attention to your legislation. register and pay attention to the mayor, your councilman, and what they're doing, because in some states they're trying to pass laws where they have to go into your house, predominantly black people go into your house and test you and you have a fever, or if you're coughing, and if you don't have 2 bathrooms, everybody has to leave the apartment or house or whatever you're living in. So pay attention to what's going on in your city, because they're trying to pass these rules where everyone needs to get tested and things like that, but it's only going to be thrown at black people, because they're making us the face of the coronavirus. So make sure you pay attention to what's going on in your Senate and everything that's going on in your community and what they're trying to do, because they'll do it while your eyes are closed. But do you guys feel like there is a situation between Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey? Is it who would have the problem? Do you think Kenya have a problem with Cynthia, or do you think Cynthia has a problem with Kenya? Who would have the problem? Who would have the issue between them two in their relationship? And the Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill show, I don't know what happened to that. I think it was the corona. Cynthia always threw Kenya under the bus also. Cynthia is not innocent. I got you. Okay, here we go. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, Mary, this is Fat Black calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing well.
So tell us what you think, baby.
I think now the reunion was epic. It was everything. It was better than I even expected. I done looked at it probably about like 2 or 3 times. It was really good. I didn't look at it on TV. I looked at it on YouTube, but it was really good. But you know what I was thinking? I was thinking when that season first started, I really do believe that all of them had a pact of not filming with Nene. And I think when Nene in the mid-season, seeing how they wasn't filming with her, she probably didn't go back and was like reevaluate herself, was like, if everybody against me, it must be me. So she went to go get her counseling and everything else. And I think she just broke down the walls with everybody. And some people took her back in, and of course some people did, and which was she was already cool. Tanya took her back. Marlo, she was already cool with Marlo, and of course Portia. So now it's like split between the team. So I think that's what the real issue was. So I think also they didn't think that Nene was going to even come back to the show, because it was looking bad for Nene. If you remember in the beginning of the season, like they talking about her being kicked off the show, that she wasn't filming. I think she didn't film like the first 7 episodes.
Yeah, I was like, where's Nene?
Right, everybody was saying that, like, what's going on? And then she did that whole press run, like, why they not, she got lawyered up. Once she got lawyered up, I could tell they had a meeting, and they started showing more episodes of her. But I think that's what the original thing was. I think they all had a pact saying not film with Nene, and we're gonna kick Nene off the show and get her off the show. And I think that Nene just override that, wound up coming back and apologizing to everybody. And now she in a secure spot. But now I feel like she done went out and did so much stuff on her YouTube channel that people now is contacting her to do her own ventures. So now she's got an attitude like, I really don't care if I come or not come back on the show, because I really don't need it. I got stuff going for me. I got my single, I got these talk show hosts. This is her second time on the Breakfast Club. She really out here working. She getting her coin, so it really don't matter. I think Eva needs to go. She's corny. She's a hater. She's a liar. Eva got to go. Cynthia, I don't know what's going on with Cynthia. Cynthia been have to go. I feel like she never had no loyalty. And to be honest with you, her only friend was Nene. Her only true friend was Nene. Kenya got issues. Kenya is nobody's friend. She's nobody's friend. She got her own mommy issues, so she always gonna be going through with that. That's another whole personal issue. But yeah, I liked the reunion, but I did feel like there was game number Nene, and I felt everything Nene was saying. When everybody else apologized, they accept their apology. When she apologizes, like, oh, you on an apology tour, or you just trying to stay on the show, this and that and the other. Well, that's the whole thing. Everybody trying to stay on their show. Everybody trying to keep their job. You know, so what difference is it for Nene? I feel like they do give her a hard time. And I'm not trying to be funny. Nene been the same one since day one, honey. Since the Housewives came on, she been the same way. But you know what? Kandi born too, but I hope they bring Phaedra back so Phaedra can have her say so with Kandi. Because Kandi, I don't like Kandi this season. I really don't like Kandi. I really didn't like Kandi this season. I don't know what is up with Kandi. I'm like, girl, where did you get this behavior from? Like, oh my God! I guess they told them that her little minions couldn't be on the show no more. Don Juan and the other girl,
Carmen.
Yeah, Carmen. Somebody said something about they were sick of them being filmed, so I guess she had to turn up within herself, child. But Kandi. And yeah, Phaedra gonna come back and read them all because that's the second queen of reads is Faye. So Phaedra gonna come back, and they try to say Sheree gonna come back too and replace Cynthia and Eva. Phaedra gonna come back as Sheree. They need to because Cynthia and Kandi and kind of I ain't gonna say Cynthia too much. Cynthia really wasn't. I don't know what's up with Cynthia. I knew something was going on with Cynthia when she had all them $24.99 shake and go wigs on all season. Oh my God.
What? Shake and go wigs? I haven't heard that.
so you know those wigs when you take out your good hairstyle, you just need a wig. You know, you go get a cheap wig, girl. That's what she had on all season long. I'm like, what is up with Cynthia? I don't like
you killing me. You said shake and go wig. She had them on all season?
All season. All her wigs was the shake and go wig. Even in the reunion, she got a shake and go wig on. I'm like, what is going on with her? But yeah, they try to come for Nene, and Nene gonna come back, She gonna come back with that Sheree, and she gonna come back with Phaedra. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a problem next season. But she did good on the Breakfast Club today. I seen on the Breakfast Club, she did good, and she was still speaking the same like she said. She's apologized to everybody. Now nobody can take her apology, and they better leave Portia alone. They know Portia will run up on a chick any day. Portia will run up on you any day. So, no, they need to pipe it down. But, yes, I was just calling just to let you know it was epic, child. I love that reunion.
Me too. Thank you so much. Tell everybody where you're calling from.
This is Fat Black, and I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank
North
you so
Carolina.
Much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. North Carolina. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Wendy Williams situation? How Nene addressed the Wendy Williams situation when she was on the Breakfast Club. Basically, she said that she could have talked about it, but she didn't want to talk about it because nobody was talking about their personal issues and their relationships with their significant others that, you know, at the reunion. So why bring up Wendy? And she said Wendy ain't her friend, and she knows Wendy ain't her friend, and she knows how to deal with Wendy because basically Charlamagne was telling her that Wendy Williams is like that. And NeNeLeakes said she reached out to her like 7 times. She even called her on Mother's Day to wish her happy Mother's Day, and she didn't even respond at all. So is that friendship over? Why is Wendy Williams not responding to, you know, NeNeLeakes? And she said, only thing I was trying to do was promote her show because it was going to be on YouTube. And she said, I called her many a times while I was on live. And then she tried to accuse me and talk about Bravo, this, bet not use any of her footage or anything else like that. She said, she know that we under quarantine. She know that we wasn't filming. She know there was no Bravo. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's really going on with the situation? And basically, she said, Marlo don't got her back like that. It is what it is. She don't have her back like that. And she don't have Marlo's back like that either. But they cool. I guess when the shit gets hot or when it hits the fan, you know, they'll step up for each other. But basically, you know, Marlo is basically doing her thing to try to survive on the show, make friendship, and be a part of the show too as well. So therefore, she can't stick her nose out for Nene like that, like she used to. And Nene said she ain't been sticking her nose out for me. And Nene said, I can't carry everybody. I only can carry my family. I was like, I wonder how Marlo's going to take that situation, because she said, I can't carry you, Marlo. I only can carry my family. You know, you've been on here all this time. You know, you need to do what you need to do. You need to step up to the plate. I was like, Lord have mercy. What's really going on with that situation? Nene's happy days. I crush. Eva and Cynthia can't go. Happy days, Mary Jane. Nene is the queen bee. She's going to be the main target. Why is that so shocking to Nene? Good point. I think it's because she want it to be fair. She's feeling like it's not fair. Not that they are attacking her is part of it not being fair, but then having production and the producers to as well gang up on the situation. So that's why she feels like, I guess she's overly attacked, and she might not be coming back if she feels like, the production, the producers, whatever they're doing over there, they're gonna keep her in that position and not change and not hold other people accountable, whatever she feels like they should be held accountable for, and just holding her accountable and putting the spotlight on her. She's not really feeling that situation. So we will see. But she said she don't know who's going to be coming or not, because the reunion ain't even done yet. They filmed it and everything, but ain't no letters came out, ain't nothing came out yet. She's like, nobody really knows who's coming and who's going, because it's just not in the cards. But she said she does want Phaedra back, because she wants Phaedra to have a situation with Kandi, because she feels like Kandi's making up fake issues with her, and therefore Kandi making up her fake issues with her, basically, she's not really getting down to the root of the person that she really have the problem with. She got some real issues, a real situation when it comes to Phaedra Park, but she made a fake situation between me and her, because we ain't beefing. We never been beefing like that. So that's what, NeNeLeakes said on the Breakfast Club, and Lord have mercy. And she was like, and then, Nene was like, then she gonna be talking about, I'm gonna leave the show. Why leave the show? Won't you stay and face, Phaedra Parks? Well, and some people say that why face Phaedra Parks? She lied on me. She said these things about me. She could have destroyed my career too as well. Why would I want somebody like that to eat with me? So basically, if you can cut your enemy out from eating with you, that's what you're gonna do. So she don't want, Phaedra back, because she don't want her to eat off her plate or eat with her, point blank, period. And then on top of that, she probably really felt hurt and really betrayed. But NeNeLeakes was like, that's who you really got a problem with. That's who you really got a beef with. Won't you face that head on? So you guys, what do you think about that? Kandi's running from Phaedra, point blank, period. Lord have mercy. Hey, Ella B, what's going on? What's going on, PE? What's going on, Ella Johnson? What's going on? Thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Miss T, thank you for coming through. I appreciate Lee Brick. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate everybody that came through, all the moderators that are here. Lavon, thank you so much. I think I may have forgot to last live, but I'm sorry about that. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Stan, I'm calling from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Please tell us how you feel about the NeNeLeakes interview with the Breakfast Club and the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 1.
Well, the reunion, part 1, I really enjoyed it. It was really, really entertaining. Now, with NeNeLeakes playing the victim game, I don't understand. Okay? First of all, Nene started crap with every single one of these ladies on the show. Okay? And the only time they could, literally express their feelings, that is during the reunion. I don't understand why she thinks that people are coming for her. You set the pace, okay? You started crap, and now people are coming back at you. Throughout this whole quarantine time, Nene was on social media watching these girls, okay? She had people on there who she know that could sit with her and literally say all the negative things that she could say, because when she interviewed these people, of course she asked them, what do you think of this? What do you think of that on the show? She's trying to start something, okay? And these girls were watching and not responding. Kenya Moore, for one, I know very well did not respond to a lot of crap that she said about her, okay? So now this is the time you came online talking about you're the big dog in the house. I mean, you're the heavyweight champion. Everybody's coming for you here and there. And now you cannot sit down to take everything. You're a big girl. You're going over there crying. Why would you go and cry if you claim you're the big dog or the big girl in the house? Big girls don't cry. You know, you're complaining. Everybody's coming for you. You don't understand why. She does not watch the way she even talks to people. When you look at the way NeNeLeakes talks to Kenya Moore, okay? When you compare the two people, the kind of words that Nene uses against Kenya, you will realize that it's really, really deep and it cuts really deep, okay? Kenya Moore will read, but she does not insult, okay? That's the difference between she and NeNeLeakes. But then when people come for NeNeLeakes, she's like, why is everybody coming for me? Like, girl, you start crap. Why would you even call someone? You talk about kids are off limits on the show, okay? Why come for somebody's child that she struggled all her life to have? Okay, that is her egg right there. That is literally her heart. You're going to tell her that her child is a buffalo. I know we discussed this issue before on the show, on your line.
Yep.
Now, she's talking about Kenya Moore. You know, when it comes to motherhood, it's a very, very personal, you know, issue. Especially when a woman is not married, that's one thing people tend to flaunt in her face. Or you are not this because you don't have a man. I mean, you are this because you don't have a man. Or you are barren, you are this, you are that. Those are very, very, like, really, really touching subjects you don't want to, like, touch on when it comes to a woman, okay? But then NeNeLeakes, of all people, will definitely go in that deep with Kenya, knowing that this person you're talking to, she's not a small potato either. She's going to come for you. But the good thing I like about Kenya is that in as much as people go in deep for her, she will read you, you know, in a form that it will definitely go deep, but it's not as insulting as the way NeNeLeakes will come at you. She's talking about her child being from a chicken egg. Why would you describe somebody's child as chicken egg? You understand where I'm coming from? Now she does not understand why people would come for her. And you're going behind closed door crying, everybody's coming for me, I gotta go and see a therapist. Why are you seeing a therapist? If you claim you're a big girl, you are the heavyweight champion, everybody's coming for you, let them bring it on. Why are you running now? Why is she running? My thing is, when you dish out stuff, expect it to come back to you in 1,000-fold. Okay? When she started talking about what's this girl's name? Kandi. She said all sort of things about Kandi on social media. Of course, if Kandi wasn't the one you were talking about regarding all these people that get shows on air, Bravo gives them shows regardless, blah, 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 what have you. You know, and if Kandi came out and said she was the one you were talking to, well, that's it. That's how she felt. Just tell her, listen, I wasn't talking to you, and that would be it. But then he kept going in. So Kandi too kept her cool and like, okay, I will deal with you, because even from the beginning, she always kept saying she doesn't know what she's done to Kandi. But then you don't realize some of the comments you make, sometimes it goes really deep. Look at the interview that was held with her and Jennifer regarding her whole car being stolen by her boyfriend. When Jennifer mentioned, you know,
Raye?
Nene was the one interviewing her. Nene and Jennifer are very cool, okay? They might have discussed this thing behind closed door already, but she chose to bring the girl on the show, you understand, just to try to humiliate Raye, because she's trying to bring our topic again. So now when Raye came for her, she's like, why she's coming for me? All I was doing was just to interview. No, you were being very, very sarcastic when you said that, oh, the house in Philadelphia, you know, she was going somewhere with that. And she thinks people are so slow or stupid that they cannot detect it when she's trying to be very sarcastic. You know? So when people start coming for her, she gets upset. You calling people names. Look, she's lucky that Kenya Moore is very, very decent and pleasant when it comes to her saying these nasty things, because it's a lot on NeNeLeakes. You know, whenever there's anything going on, she'll talk about, I'm coming in the ass. That's all she got to say about Kenya. I'm coming in your ass. You know, that ass is fake. And that's all you got to say about her. Her ass is fake. Her marriage did not work out. My husband does not like her. Yeah, whatever. That's all you NeNeLeakes has to say about her. Apart from that, there's nothing else you got to say about Kenya Moore. She's beautiful, very intelligent, very classy, elegant, you name it. NeNeLeakes does not have any of those. She still has the ratchet behavior in her, the ghetto behavior in her. I don't care how much money she has, she's still ghetto. Because it's in her. You can see it. Okay? And then when they talk about she's doing drugs and all of that, her behavior shows it that she is. You know? You come on the show and then you're talking about other people. Of course people will talk about you too. Why is she offended when people talk about her?
I just gotta say, I don't think NeNeLeakes is doing drugs.
No, I'm not saying she is doing it. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm implying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the way she behaves, it implies that.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, of course we all know she's not doing it. I mean, I don't know because we're not living with her. We don't know what she does behind closed doors. You know, but sometimes her behavior, you know, shows like she's on something. Because when you see that rage in her face when she's dealing with Kenya, it's like as if she wants to grab this girl and eat her up, you know? And Kenya will just pays her dust. It's just this hatred in her heart for this girl, and nobody knows why. No wonder Kenya Moore did not accept her apology, only because she could tell that it was not coming from a sincere place. All these girls she apologized to, what happened? She went back on social media and messed with all of them again. And then when the show comes back on, she's going to go on another apology tour. Did her therapy not tell her how to control herself? Is she not working on her properly? She's wasting her money. She better go and get a refund. Okay? She only went to that therapy only because she's trying to prove to the world that, oh, I'm a changed person, can you forgive me? And then start filming with me. Trust me. Nene is very strategic, and I think that whole therapy thing she's doing, she's just trying to let people know that I'm a changed person, but we all know she's not. Okay? She is not. Why would you try to spit on somebody who does that? That's a full-grown woman over there. Why? I don't care how bad the situation is. Why would you want to remove that germs from your mouth and spit it on somebody talking about Kenya Moore's skin is bad? I mean, we see Kenya Moore's skin on air. Okay, I get it. You seen it over there, by the end of the day, when you and Kenya Moore stand up together, Kenya Moore still stands out anyway. If it's not the bleaching Nene is doing, you know, that she's trying to look white or trying to be a white lady, it's obvious. You're talking about Kenya Moore, that's her natural skin. She glows. She's beautiful regardless. You're trying to be somebody you are not. You, Nene, trying to be somebody you are not. Okay? We all seen Nene what she looked like before and now. All these surgeries she's done. Making these surgeons rich. Okay? Keep going back and forth, doing this, doing that to herself. And you're going to talk about another woman's look? You got these veneers in your mouth. What your teeth look like before you had these veneers done. If Kenya Moore really want to go in deep on Nene, she would have described the cavity that she's got in her mouth also. You understand? But Kenya Moore is so decent, she does not refer to none of those things that she's done on herself. But yet NeNeLeakes always goes in on Kenya Moore's butt and what have you, that she needs to get a refund. Talking about people's body, and yet her knee looks like a helmet. Okay? Like, girl, stop. You always start stuff, and when people end it for you, you go crying. Why cry?
Alrighty.
You really have a tough skin.
We see. We know where you coming from, baby. We got your point. We got you.
I am so pissed at Nene for, acting the way she's acting. Everybody is coming for me. Everybody is coming for you because you did stuff for each and every one on that show. So they're going to come for you did stuff to Kenya, she's coming for you. You did stuff to Cynthia, she's going to come for you. So, I mean, that's it. Maybe she needs to, humble herself a little bit more, then people will be a little bit nicer to her. When she goes on a platform, all she does is bash these girls all day. All day. You expect them to sit down there and take it like some puppies? No, they're not going to do it. Those are all independent women who are very fortunate are successful in their own ways. What makes you think that you're going to try to come and bully them?
Amen. We got you, baby. Tell us where you calling from. We feel you. We know you got that shit out. You got that shit out. I know you feel good now.
I feel better now.
I know you do. Tell everybody where you calling from.
Another thing I wanted to say briefly about that whole Kenya and Cynthia stuff. First of all, Portia is trying to be so relevant. Okay? She tried her crap to Kenya. And when Kenya paid her dust, because Kenya is obvious. Kenya is not going to give her a storyline. She does not have no storyline right now. She's looking for somebody to literally get stuck on to get a storyline. It's so obvious. Okay? She decided you know what? Kenya is a friend to the show. So she had to go get stuck with what's her name, Nene, in order to be relevant on the show. It's so obvious. There was nothing. Absolutely nothing we saw. Personally, I didn't see nothing that Kenya did wrong to Portia. All of a sudden, Portia just turned against Kenya. From the beginning, Kenya did admit to her, I'm sorry for everything, that transpired between us, and I truly, truly love you. And Portia, when they sat down at her baby birthday party, I think Brooklyn's birthday or so, they admit it. So now from there, I personally did not see anything that Kenya did to Portia for Portia now to turn against Kenya. It's like she's trying to look for a storyline after she and Dennis have done what they had to do. Dennis doesn't even want her to begin with anyways. So she's trying to now make herself relevant on the show. So she's looking for somebody to literally pick on. And Kenya is smart enough to detect that I'm not going to give you the airtime. She's not going to give her that. So now she's looking for who else she can literally get stuck on. And unfortunately, she got Eva. But I'm shocked at Eva to sitting there and would not really, really fight back. So and then Portia, Kenya, and then Cynthia. I personally do not believe that whole text message thing because Portia lies a lot. She lies like a rock. Okay, so. By her saying that, the only one will believe it unless we see a proof. Now, even if she has sent a message to Portia, why would Kenya, who knows better, to send a message to Portia, and they're not friends? Why? Even if she does that, I think she's only doing it in order to keep her friend Cynthia on the show. Because Cynthia, we all know it's kind of boring. We all know that. So if she's doing if something like this can happen, I'm sure it's something they planned among themselves. Okay? Just so there will be a storyline of Cynthia in the coming season. Trust me. I think those girls are very strategic and they know exactly what they are doing.
Well, we will see. Thank you so much. Please tell everybody where you're calling from. I know you feel good now. Philadelphia's in the building. This is Kenya Moore's people right here. Philadelphia, baby. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you, Mary.
I thank you. I appreciate it. God bless.
God bless you, too.
Thank you so much. So that's a different opinion that, basically she doesn't think that, Kenya Moore is actually coming after, Cynthia Bailey. She doesn't believe for one moment that Kenya Moore would send a text message to Portia to try to get rid of Cynthia. It doesn't make sense. But some people made sense where they feel like Kenya Moore is actually coming after Cynthia. So where do you guys stand and what do you think about the situation? And one thing we all have agreement on is that the reunion was lit. The reunion was fire, and everybody is agreeing mostly everyone is agreeing that Eva ran from Portia. She did not want that Portia Williams get back. And I don't want the Portia Williams get back, because them girls' thighs are thick, boy. They're thick and muscular. Shit. So you guys tell me what you think. If you want to call in, please call in. It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for spending time. I really do appreciate it, for real, for real. But you guys are going in them comments. Lord have mercy. Just as long as you feel comfortable and free to say what you need to say, because I ain't no team. I'm Team Peep Squad. I'm Team Peeps, my peoples. That's my team. I have no loyalty to nobody. Hey, Nicole O'Leary, what's up with you? I am booked. So, is she the text? What's going? I don't know what the I am books. Brooks, I don't know what the text message is going to say. I don't know. I just want to see him. I want to see him. I'm not even going to make judgment, because I don't know if they're going to be all what Portia says. I'm not sure, because maybe Portia could see it a different way than I see it. I don't know. So I'm just going to wait to see the text messages and see what they're about before. Because if she really got that, that's going to be timeout. That's timeout if it's actually like that. It's gonna be timeout, baby. It's gonna be timeout if that's actually the truth. Oof. But we'll see. I mean, like, we never really had something that good where somebody said, no, you're supposed to be their friend. I got proof that you did this and that. And they come with the text messages like that. It's usually never cut and dry. But it seems like it should be, because Portia did make it very clear that she has text messages of Kenya Moore saying that she is coming after, Cynthia Bailey. And this is while they were friends. This was doing the season 12. So, we shall see, baby. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, but I think this is really a really good reunion. It's a really good reunion, even though we know that Nene's going to walk off stage or, close the laptop. Charlamagne said he was glad that she closed the laptop and everything else like that. So, it's going to be one in the making, because you never see, I've never seen the HBIC walk off, you know what I mean? I don't watch any of the other franchise at all. I used to a long time ago, maybe many moons ago. But other than that, no. Thank you so much, Miss T. I appreciate it. Y'all been popping. These comments have just been crazy. I'm like, Lord have mercy. The phone calls has been crazy. The disses, the little shots that people been taking at the people that they're not rocking with has been crazy. I was like, what is really going on? So if anybody else want to call in, please let me know. Please call. The lines are open. The line is free. Tell me what you got. Tell me what you think. What do you guys think? Do you guys think NeNeLeakes is Rocky Balboa? She was up on the Breakfast Club, basically boom, bada bing. This is how it is, baby. And she kept saying, that Miss Eva is out here licking booty, but she had no proof. But we know that it was Eva's bridesmaid, allegedly, that said that, one of her bridesmaids that she's not friends with anymore. But what do you guys think about Eva licking booty? Do you guys think Eva's licking booty? Do you guys think that she's licking booty? I'm like, Lord, and who booty is she licking? I know it's not Missy Elliott, because Missy Elliott is tied down now. This is a job, and all these ladies are working very hard at their job. Yes, they're working very hard to entertain us, number one. Nene Mayweather says she gotta get him, and boom, TKO traumatized. Lord have mercy. Oh, Denise Rose, hey, what's up? How you doing? But Nene always say stuff about folks. Eva who? Ooh, that was wrong. Horton. Eva who? Eva who? Oh, you going in. Eva who? What did Eva husband say, Lord? Eva husband hasn't said anything. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Nene's voice, I said what I said. Yep, she got right on that Breakfast Club, and she went down the list. She started with Kandi Burruss. She started with her, and when she said what she said about Vivica Fox and, Vivica Fox and Lisa Raye. And I don't know if she was really talking about Syleena Johnson, because Syleena Johnson really didn't go, in on Nene or anything else like that. It might have looked like she was throwing shade when she was smiling and said mental health. But she said the has-beens, fallen angels, fallen actors. I was like, Lord, she really, she said they have fallen. They used to be somebody. They used to be actresses. They used to be hit. But now they have fallen, so they decided to be on the internet talking about her. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's really going on with this situation? She said they have fallen from grace. I was like, I know Vivica Fox is going to respond. And she said that she was pretty shocked that it was Eva. I mean, not Eva, but Vivica Fox coming at her because she thought that they were cool. She goes, you know what? They're talking about somebody that is popular, and that's NeNeLeakes, and her name is in everybody's mouth. And when people, Eva, not Eva, I keep saying Eva, but Vivica Fox and Eva, I don't know why they remind me of each other. So, she was like, basically, they have fallen from grace. They don't really have nothing else to talk about, so they might as well talk about somebody that is relevant because they have fallen off. They have fell from grace. I was like, ooh. Lord have mercy, what is going on? I see Cynthia. Cynthia, what did Cynthia do? I see Cynthia name in the chat. Too bad she can't sue them. I know, because they didn't actually say it. And, she probably ain't going to waste her time. Hey, Crystal Clark, what's going on? Yes, Eva's husband was talking trash about Dennis. He was? I didn't even know. They have fallen and they can't get up. Oh, Crystal Clark, they have fallen, they can't get up. Liebrecht, Eva's husband had a lot to say about the reunion. He was pissed. Oh, I bet he was. Your wife got... Your wife was out there. She was out there fighting. She was fighting. She was trying to prove her own, and she was trying to prove to Kenya Moore the most. And Kandi Burruss, because she's been riding the Kandi Burruss train too. Kandi's this, Kandi that. Kandi's immaculate. And I don't have nothing bad to say about any of the things that Kandi has accomplished and what she has done. And, it is what it is. But, Eva's been riding the train, and she don't usually toot other people's name like she's been tooting Kenya Moore and Kandi Burruss's name. Even with the after show, she's been, doing that. So I guess he probably felt, yeah. Portia was like, but you know what? They was talking shit. Portia ain't gonna really hit her. You know what I mean? Portia ain't gonna hit her. But Eva put herself out there. NeNeLeakes was already a target, but she put herself there as a target too as well, because she kept going in. See, Cynthia didn't get read. She didn't get read for filth. Nothing happened to Cynthia because she stayed in her lane. Eva stayed in everybody's lane. So therefore, she took a lot of flying bullets that were meant for Kenya, and she got some of them flying bullets. And, Portia felt like, yo, why you coming at Nene like you are? Won't you come at me? You have so much to say, and then you lied in my face and told me that you didn't say it. And so, and then on top of that, the last episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Eva Marcel was telling Cynthia on the phone, like, I can't remember this, I can't remember that, I don't remember what I say, I don't remember this, I don't know what they talking about. It's like, girl, you know what you're saying and you know what you're doing, and you still don't own up to it. So it's pointless to even really have a conversation with Eva or go with Eva. It's just totally pointless. And her husband's upset. Your wife was out here fighting for dear life. She was fighting out of desperation. She wanted that check. And I guess you're gonna add on to the storyline so you can get some money too, Mr. Sterling. So I guess Sterling wants to, I don't know if he was even talking shit. I'm just going by what you guys are saying in the comments. I don't know if he really was. So it's a disclaimer here if he wasn't. But y'all, Eva was like, we gotta pay for that $1 million house. And then Portia said, everybody got a $1 million house. I was like, everybody got a house. She's like, but yeah, I got one and I'm younger. And then somebody said in the comments, and I'm not even gonna repeat what they said. I was just shocked that somebody even came with this type of theory. But whatever, I'm just gonna move on from that situation. But if Michael Sterling, I don't know if he's out here talking shit. I don't know if he is or not. He's trying to get his peach too. He wants to secure his wife peach, and he probably genuinely is upset that his wife got talked down to. But did he see how she was talking? Did he see how she was jumping in? Did he see that she was a chihuahua? Did he see that there was plenty of times that she didn't have to say nothing. All she had to do was just sit there and look pretty, but she jumped in. So she wanted them bullets. She wanted to prove, even though she's of age, she wanted to prove her value, to the ladies on the show and to production and the producers. And the top person to come after is what NeNeLeakes. She had a terrible season the year before. And what happened? At the end of the day, who did she come after at the reunion? Nene. Now she's coming after Nene right now at this reunion. And Portia was trying to get that one-on-one with her. She was trying to get that head up with her, and guess what? Eva didn't want to pay her no mind because she had her eyes on the prize, and the prize is NeNeLeakes. And if I could bring down the big dog, then I can get a peach back. I can get a peach because it worked before. Why ain't it gonna work again? So basically, she's repeating history, and her husband needs to mind his business, in my opinion. But he got a sticker for his wife. But you out there, ain't nobody. I don't know if is Tor talking, is Greg talking, is Mike Hill talking, is Mark Daly talking? Who's talking other than so Eva must have cut the camera off and started crying, girl. Guys, she must have started crying, and that's why he probably went ham and got on the internet, if he did, and went berserk. Mike did pro bono for Dennis and Portia talk shit to his wife. They haven't been friends for a minute now. And who event was that? That was Kenya Moore's event with Mark Hill, and I believe Kenya said that she still didn't get that money that Portia said she donated, and she said somebody else she didn't get the money from too. So there was 2 housewives that Kenya Moore said she didn't receive the $5,000 that she said that she was going to receive. So if he did free pro bono work, it does hurt, but this is life. We talking about seven figures. This is life. We're talking about 7 figures. They gonna fight. Hello? Hello, where you calling from, and your name, please?
My name is Gillette. I'm from the Bronx.
Okay, hey, Gillette from the Bronx. Tell us what you think on NeNeLeakes.
That lady don't know what she's talking about. That lady, that dogging Nene, everybody have their opinion, but she don't know what she's talking about. Kenya is a devil, and Kandi needs to stay out of it. That's my opinion. Kandi needs to stay out of it. She's on Nene. Why don't she talk about Kandi and Kenya? Huh? Why is she all just talking about Nene? Come on, they all show things at each other, But she don't have to be on Nene. She's on it for over 15 minutes, and all she's on is Nene. What about Kenya and Kandi? Kandi needs to mind our business and stay in our lane. Thank you. That's all I got to say.
That's all you got to say? You don't got anything to say about how you feel about Nene at the reunion, and do you think that she was attacked?
Yeah, they attacked Nene a little bit, yeah. But I know Nene, do things to them just like how they do things to her.
Okay.
But all, the caller is talking about this Nene. What about Kenya? When Kenya look at Nene, it's like she just want to tear her up. Listen, I've been watching The Housewives from the get-go. I've been watching it when they first come on TV. I've been watching it, And Kandi used to mind our business, but now Kandi is just on Kenya's side. Kenya, what did Portia said about what's her name said about Cynthia?
Kenya.
That's true. Yeah, what Kenya said, that's true. I believe Portia. That's what she said. She's two-faced and she's no friend. But don't worry, Cynthia gonna find out. Yeah, that's not right. She's on Kenya and just she's not saying nothing about Kenya. She's not saying nothing about Kandi. All she's on is Nene. Come on. You gotta talk about all of them. All of them do bad things to each other and say things to each other. You understand what I'm saying? Or she don't have to be talking about just Nene alone. Kenya don't like Nene. Just like how Nene don't like her either. But I'm just saying, fear is fear. Just don't be on Nene like that all the time. Talk about Kenya and Kandi. All Kandi's doing is rolling her eyes and this and that. Kandi needs to mind her own business. She act like she need a storyline. She needs to stay in her lane and come out of their business. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye. Anybody else want to call in? Do we have any more callers? What's going on? So, like I was saying with the with Michael Sterling's situation, his wife was fighting to keep that 7 figures. Because did you hear what Nene said on the Breakfast Club? That we getting 7 figures. We getting real money over here. So therefore, Eva, she stepped in and she went half. And then on top of that, that adds on to the story, having Eva's husband coming out and defending her too as well. So, you know, anything that you say out there in the public, and he probably did it because that's his wife. He loves her. She's a mother of his children. So therefore, he defended her. And, you know, like, it is what it is. But when you fighting for that peach, you already know everyone's going to be gun-ho. Especially if you're fighting for the peach. And Portia, and not Portia, but Eva could be one of the people that is fighting for a peach. Because so many people say, people that don't even dislike Eva, you know, say that she didn't really bring anything to the show. You know, like basically she just stayed pregnant. There was really nothing that she brought to the show. So therefore, you know, they read the comments, they see what people say and things like that. So it seems like they wanted, so it's just like, you know, she got to do what she got to do. She did it last season. She came after Nene when they were supposed to be friends. And basically she said, you know, Nene came after Portia. Nene tried to give up my location where I was from. And she did me wrong, blase and a third and everything else like that. And then they had the apology this season. And then after that, everything was cool. But Nene didn't say fire, you know, Eva. She was basically insinuating that she's not that entertaining. And so many people have said that, you know. And a lot of people said she is a pretty face. Yes, she embodies Real Housewives of Atlanta with having a husband that's a lawyer, attorney. And basically, you know, he has a really good reputation. And she has the stair stepper. She has the kids and things like that. But outside of that, entertainment value she's not bringing to the people. So, is there any more phone calls? Because if not, we done said 1,000 things. I don't got nothing else to say. Angel Clint, Nene talks about Kim felt attacked. She was one of the ones who attacked her. Now Nene's treating her castmates like trash last season. Okay, I got you. Iron Brooks here. She goes, Red Ross, I'm still here. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Glory to God. Elizabeth Brown, I'm glad he's doing good tonight. Stay home. Your family's in blessings. Yep. Stay home. Stay blessed. And protect yourself for real, for real. So, yes, it's all entertainment. Well, it kind of is. But, so, Nene came out swinging, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be more people coming out swinging too as well. Or the other ladies are just, hey, Norris, Tony, or the other ladies are going to wait till after we see all the reunion to maybe respond, because, you know, their response is basically the reunion, and they can respond sooner, quicker, faster, in a hurry, or they can just wait. But, you know, Nene's basically... Hey, what's up? What's your name, and tell us where you're calling from?
Hey, this is Norris.
Hey,
Sorry,
Norris.
I just caught your live.
Oh, that's all right. So what's your feelings? Did you see the Breakfast Club interview with NeNeLeakes and your feelings on the reunion? Go ahead.
No, I didn't see the Breakfast Club, but I know that Nene, I seen a title of a video earlier saying that Nene getting back at Vivica Fox, and I think Kenya Moore, but I didn't even watch it.
All right, so yeah, NeNeLeakes, basically, she went in on Kandi the most, and she went in on the rest of the ladies, and Vivica Fox too as well, and Raye. You know, she addressed all them rumors that they said about her, that she never did drugs, she ain't gonna do drugs, she never smoked a cigarette, she never smoked no marijuana or any weed, and she said she told Kandi that she wasn't talking about her, and she called her consistently to tell her that she wasn't talking about her, but Kandi continued to want beef, so she feels like Kandi wanted beef. And she said she called Wendy Williams over and over, but Wendy Williams didn't pick up. Charlamagne said, Wendy Williams ain't your friend, girl.
We could have told her that Wendy Williams ain't her friend. Wendy Williams ain't nobody's friend.
That's what he said.
Before, she trying to befriend or get close to them celebrities so she can make them a topic on her show. I mean, so she can keep her show going. Because she know that in order for that show to keep going, she need people to talk about. That's why she be getting close to them celebrities, and they know that Nene is the hottest one on the show and been the hottest one on the show for years. You know, and Kandi, you know, right behind her, you know, second, and then Kenya, you know, not too far behind, but really Nene, she put a stamp on that show. I think if it wasn't for her, then that show wouldn't be where it's at, because even when she took that season or 2 seasons off, the show wasn't the same without her. You know, because I think she took like 2 seasons off. The show just wasn't the same without her. It's like she embodied that show, and, you know, they trying to kick her off the show, and I think that's ridiculous. But, you know, Wendy don't care that much about the other ladies, you know, because she know they not popping like Nene, so that's why I said Nene is the talk of the block. That's why she wanted to get close to her so she could talk about her on her show. That's the thing about Wendy. You know, Wendy ain't nobody's friend. She don't care about them celebrities.
And she also said that Kandi's trying to come for her seat. They all trying to come for her number 1 seat, but they ain't gonna get it because it ain't available.
Yeah, I know that. I said they was weak for all of them going at her at the reunion. They should have, you know, at least, you know, did it one-on-one, not chime in and gain up. I think that is so weak, and I know, and they can't really take her on by themselves. So that's why, you know, they had to chime in, and, you know, like Eva was butting in, and, you know, when Karen Kenya was going at it, and Eva, you know, your little stinking behind, or her little behind, she needed to have all that energy, like I said, for Portia, because Portia was dogging her out left and right, yelling at her, threatening her, cussing at her, but she didn't have no energy for her. She tried to, you know, she didn't say too much. I'm like, what, the cat got your tongue? You know, that's what she getting involved in Nene's and Kenya's business when she should have been saving her energy for Portia. You know, like I said, Andy could have asked her a question about how you feel about Nene apologizing to people, and, you know, how you feel about Nene saying in the blogs that you don't add that much value to the show, that you don't bring value to the show. Then Eva could have got into it then, but Eva didn't wait her turn, you know, so Eva in my book came out too strong too. You know, she came out too strong. And see, she didn't have no energy when Portia got on her.
That's what a lot of people are saying. Like, she should have been directing her, you know, energy towards Eva. And NeNeLeakes said Raye, she ain't got time for Raye because where she been? What she been doing? We don't know nothing about her. She just trying to create something about Raye Whitfield.
Really, Raye trying to defend, you know, trying to let people know that she don't appreciate, you know, Nene and Jennifer bringing her up, you know, because Raye wasn't even thinking about them. I bet she wasn't thinking about them. The only reason why we, you know, people thought about Raye was because her and Jennifer in that interview, or mainly Jennifer, was bringing her up, you know, in the interview, talking about, well, my aunt knew her and she went to the party or took me to her house for a party. You know, she kept saying, like, she said that more than once. So, you know, and Raye didn't want them to be associating her with that man, you know, because she thinks, you know, people will be like, well, ooh, she involved with a con man, or she know about that con man. You know how people talk about her boyfriend in prison, how, you know, how he might have been conning Raye, you know, trying to use her. So, you know, remember when people was criticizing, you know, Raye's boyfriend in jail?
Yep, that was her storyline. The jail called. You have a call from... That was the whole storyline.
And he had tried to say some stuff about Nene, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Was it?
He said he dated Nene or something like that, I believe.
Yep, I remember that. So, yeah, Raye. That's the only reason why Raye's saying something, because, you know, Jennifer and Nene was talking about her in that interview. But Kandi, I feel like Kandi shouldn't be saying no more stuff about Nene at all, because, you know, she got on her speak on it and was talking about Nene. Then she stood up to her at the reunion, so I just feel like, you know, let that go. You know what I'm saying? You didn't got the upper hand, seem like, at the reunion. And you talked about it talked about your feelings on the Speak On It episode when you said enough was enough and you went in on her. So it's like, why you keep wanting to create drama between you and Nene? It's like you feeding right into Nene's hands, basically. You giving her something to use against you. Basically, like the last caller said, you know, Kandi needs to stay out of it and, like, Nene and Kenya's drama and mind her business. And let bygones be bygones. Take a win while you got it and keep it moving.
And also, NeNeLeakes said that her and Cynthia Bailey would never be friends because she feel like Cynthia Bailey told Kenya Moore something personal, and Kenya Moore brought it up at the reunion, but she didn't say what. I don't know if it's the comment where Nene and Marlo shared the same man.
Oh, yeah, like I said, yeah, so that she basically saying that because she don't trust Cynthia no more. You know, Cynthia, you know, I think deep down inside, Cynthia still kind of care for Nene, but, you know, Nene needs to just tell Cynthia what her issue with her is. Just talk. I mean, I know they had a conversation and they called themselves making up and being cordial, but it's just like, it's more to it. You know, Nene talking about, well, I can't be her friend no more. Nene would really tell her how she feel. I think that her and Cynthia possibly could come to a resolution if she have a deep conversation with her without just her and her alone, without nobody else around. Just tell her how you really feel and see what things go from there. You know, have one more conversation with her before you just write her off. Because Cynthia can be a little shady and sneaky, but I think that Nene should just have one more deep conversation with her and lay it all out on the table and just tell her how she really feel. And if they can't go nowhere from there, then at least they can both say we tried. We tried to hash it out and it didn't work. I don't think she should just write her off with the snap of the finger.
Mm-hmm. Anything else about the reunion? Did you enjoy the reunion?
Yeah, I did. I'm on the phone. Yeah, I did. Yep, I really did like the reunion. I'm waiting for the next two parts, you know.
I know.
She talked about Vivica too.
Yep, she talked about Vivica, saying basically she said they are fallen actors. They are fallen. They have fell.
Yeah, because Vivica, since she done got plastic surgery, I think on that nose or whatever, she got plastic surgery on. I mean, yeah, she worked on Empire, but Vivica ain't really popping that much no more anyway, to be honest.
She said they have fallen from grace, and now they're on the internet. Claudia, Vivica, Lisa Raye, and Syleena Johnson.
Yes, Syleena, the last album she came out with, I think some had a title, something like Chapter 7 or something like that. She came out, it was a movie. It was from a movie that she did. I think it's called Chapter 6 or Chapter 7. And the song on there that I remember, she called, it's a song called Just Like Heaven and Hell. Yeah, that album, that's the last album she came out with. And then the last show she was on before Sister Circle was R&B Divas Atlanta. So it's like, no, since, you know, she ain't really did nothing too much, you know, Syleena Johnson. And she a great singer. I'm sure she can get in that studio and produce another album, you know, but she ain't really been popping either. So she right about her. And then she was on Marriage Boot Camp too with her husband. So, but yeah, she ain't really did nothing in the entertainment industry. She ain't popping like she was when she had that song with Kanye West.
And R&B Divas.
Yeah, she ain't really been popping. And then Lisa Raye, what the heck has she done? She ain't done nothing lately.
She's been on TV One.
Yeah, she was on that, talking about the murder something.
Either that or Unsung talking about her, I don't know, relationship. I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Yeah, one of them, but she ain't been really acting either. She ain't really been doing too much. So it's like, for them, and Claudia Jordan, all she been doing is reality TV stuff, and she ain't did nothing in the entertainment industry outside of that. You know, outside of the, outside of reality TV. So really none of them, I mean, Nene nailed it on the head basically about them. You know, they can't really talk about her because she can act and she can, you know, she came out with that rap song and then she's still popping on Housewives. So it's like, they're not better than Nene, so they can't really talk about Nene. You know, they can't really say nothing about her. You know, because look at themselves. They haven't done a lot of work lately in the entertainment industry. You know, so I think she did good on that, clapping back at them. I think that was a good line she has for them. Absolutely. I give her kudos for that.
And Vivica Fox, the last thing Vivica Fox I know of her doing, she had a talk show where basically, I think the show got canceled. She had like people on, I guess it was like some court series where they would bring people on and talk about their behavior. And then she was on the last episode. She's been filming with Empire. And that was it.
Yeah, so it's like, Nene, shoot, that's a good line.
She said they have fallen from grace. Lord.
Yeah, Nene, I'm telling you, we know Nene can clap back at people. She might not can do it right away, but, you know, give her some time. Give her some time to sit back and think. You know, Nene is that type of person. We know that she can bring that fire when it comes to the reunion, but when, you know, one of them reunions, she cried, and, you know, people had her. That was the season that Claudia was on there. You know, when she cried and everybody, you know, mainly was going backstage to check on her and stuff like that. I remember that season. But yeah, for the most part, if she don't bring that fire at the reunion, she always, you know, later after the reunion is done, filming and taped and seen on TV, Nene is a thinker. You know, she knows how to clap back at people. You know, she just needs time. You know, she don't always do it like we think she should do it, but trust me, like moments like this, when ain't really a lot to do, she know how to clap back at people. So I don't blame her for clapping back at them ladies, because they started it with her, basically. And you know, Claudia, I like all them ladies, I like them all.
Yep.
But you know, Claudia still, you know, talking about Nene, and Nene ain't saying nothing about her. It's like she still, every chance she gets, she talks about Nene. I'm like, why is she talking about Nene?
Yeah, Claudia Jordan was a model. I like Claudia Jordan too, because she's from this town, and she grew up in this town. We're not in the same bracket, but I know a lot of people that knew her. I like Claudia Jordan from Foxhole Radio and Reach Around Radio. That's where I like Claudia Jordan from, but hey, she got beef. She don't really like Nene, so, you know, why not talk about a trending topic? And it's Nene. So, you know.
Yeah. Everybody knows she don't like her. You know, and I know it's a trending topic, but it's somebody you also don't like.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
true.
You
That's
bitter.
true.
You sound bitter.
That's true. It
sound
was a
bitter.
trending. I like Vivica Fox. You know, I like all the ladies. Syleena Johnson, I know her the least, as far as like entertainment and music or whatever. But you know, she can sing her ass off and out R&B diva. She was giving us good TV. They need to bring back R&B divas and then get some of these young divas in there too as well with the other divas. That would be on point, in my opinion.
No, I like the way she snapped on that Nikki woman from Brownstone. Did you see that?
Oh yeah,
Syleena
Nikki
went in on her.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Nikki
my
got it,
goodness.
boy.
She tore her up. I'm like, and dang, and couldn't nobody stop her. Like, she tore her up. Like, I don't think she really recovered from that. The way she snapped on her, it's like, man, she really snapped on her. And then Kaya was talking about, you know, how Syleena Johnson now is built, and she built like Nene, and she got that big strong body. And so somebody one of these ladies or anybody come at her, especially a female, she know how to tear them up.
Yeah, she ain't no joke. Anything else you would like to add?
I like the video. And, you know, if you are a mother, I meant to wish you a belated Happy Mother's Day if you're a mother. I don't know if you are or not.
You already did on the last video.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I was able to catch this live, and, you know, hopefully we can talk again soon. And I got my stimulus check for a change.
I'm glad you got your stimulus check, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, if you haven't got your stimulus check, there's probably some reasons why you haven't got your stimulus check, but there's things that you can do to get your stimulus check. Because some people check come in late, and then some people are on Social Security and disability, and they haven't received their stimulus check, but there's just a website you need to go to at the IRS and basically give them your banking information so they can deposit the check into your account. But you have to make sure you go to the right website and not a fugazi website, because then they'll clean out your account. But I appreciate it.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you got your stimulus check. Hopefully we get another stimulus check. Is, you know, $2,000. And hopefully, you know, things change for the better, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with the coronavirus, and it might be popping back up again. And it also being, you know, 5 new cases to 6 cases in Wuhan. And then now we have the government that wants to go into impoverished community, the black community, and test people. And basically, if you refuse to be tested, they can cut off any government assistance that you may have, which is, you know, Social Security, disability, you know, what do you call it, Section 8, food stamps, you know, cash benefits. So they're trying to force people to take the corona shot, especially in the black community. They're not going to enforce that in any other community, so they're trying to pass, you know, bills and things like that, so people could be forced to take, you know, the test, and they can go to door to door, house to house, and they can check your fever, they can check different things, because they made us the face of the coronavirus, so therefore they're going to attack our community. So be wise, be smart, and find out who the people in your community that are representing you, your councilmen, you know, the Senate in your community, the legislators, them too as well. Find out what they're proposing and what they are trying to get passed in your town and city and state, because then you don't have to vote for them if you don't agree with the policy they're trying to enforce in the black community. They're not going to enforce it in any other community but the black community, and they're going to try to break up homes and tear up homes too as well. Because if someone in your house do have the coronavirus, if there's not 2 bathrooms, everybody have to leave the premises. And they know a lot of people that are impoverished don't have 2 bathrooms, you know. So just be aware of what could be going on under your nose. So make sure you check out everything before you vote for the people in your community. Any last words, Tony?
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say, I like my favorite movie from Lisa Raye, you know, is Players Club. That's going to always be my favorite movie with her in it.
I think that was the best movie that she was in.
I know that she done. And then, Donald Trump, he's talked about in the conference yesterday, he's talking about making everything great again and talking about next year, the third and fourth quarter going to be good. And he didn't say no, we weren't going to get no more stimulus checks. But it's like, why are you talking about next year? You might not be the president next year. Number one. And then number two, you can't necessarily say yes and you can't say no, but I think he wants to send out more stimulus checks, but they have to, get more, get on board with the Democrats and the Republicans in the Senate House before he gets the bill. He want to see some more things put in that, bill, as far as negotiations go before he possibly can sign it. But it's like, I'm thinking you need to at least send another stimulus check before the election.
Exactly.
You can't be talking about, next year this and next year that. If you don't send people another stimulus check before the president, before the election, you might not be the president again.
Exactly. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. God bless.
Yep, you too. You have a good night and a good week. And I look forward to talking to you again. If not before Sunday, then Sunday night.
Same here. You guys, please go check out Norris Tony's YouTube channel. Show him some love and subscribe to his channel. Thank you, Tony. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Please check out his YouTube channel. Show him some love. And also, happy days. Mary Jane, the government is going to start tracking. They will come into your home and say you have been in close contact to a anonymous person with the corona. And yes, that's a trick that they're going to do in the Black community. So we have to make sure we stay aware and we stick together too as well, because, a lot of people are saying that just trying to, separate families too as well, and then move people out of their neighborhood and basically, vaccinate you with whatever they want to. So please be aware and please protect yourself and protect your home. Find out how you can stand your ground in your home and protect yourself too as well. Protect your family. And basically, don't fall for the trap, because they're not going to go test anybody else but Black people and the people in our community, basically to disenfranchise us even more than we are. Because if they really had a plan, they really wanted to do something, they will be sending a stimulus package to the Black community and making sure that the healthcare facilities and clinics and doctors and different organizations will accept them with insurance or without insurance, and they would be sending stimulus money to provide food to build up the African American people and their community, their immune systems. But no, they came with a plan for the Asians and protected them, but now they're trying to target us. They are targeting us physically, where we have supremacist group coming into our community, harassing our kids, our husbands, and our people's wives too as well, basically trying to enforce you having on a mask. Everybody should have on a mask and gloves, but they're particularly harassing and trying to do citizens arrests on regular citizens in our community, in the Black community and impoverished communities too as well. But yet when they go to the Caucasian community, they are handing out masks and gloves and things like that and educating them. But with us, they're trying to attack, throw us on the ground, choke us, and everything else like that. And then they're using the guise of the coronavirus to harass us. So be aware when you leave your house. Please warn your children, your husband, that yes, there is something going on out here, and they're using a lot of different tactics. So make sure you protect yourself from hatred and racism from militia groups, and also protect yourself from the coronavirus by building up your immune system and eating the right things and taking care of your body and wearing gloves, washing your hands, and masks too as well. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. For real, Ella Johnson. Yes, they're trying to, we can't even jog, baby. We can't even walk. Their militia has been begging for a race war for how long now? They've been begging for a long time, and now they're using the guise of the coronavirus to try to come into our community and say that we are the face of the coronavirus. It's like watching a movie. Everybody has their favorite. That's very true. And exercise, right? Perfect one. Exercise too as well. So you guys stay woke. You guys stay protected. You guys stay safe. And make sure you talk to your husband, your kids, your nephews, your uncles, your cousins, your nieces, your next door neighbors, and let them know to be prepared, and so they won't be getting caught off guard. And if you have cameras, always have your phone on you, so you need to record, because Audrey, if there wasn't a recording and somebody didn't send it in, we wouldn't know anything. So be aware and be mindful, and let your younger family members know that they can be targeted even more when they leave the house. Especially, some of my family members have been targeted because they're black and they have masks on, and they're trying to equate mask, black, robbery, thief, and all this other stuff. So be aware the racism is really up high, and they're using it under the coronavirus, because everybody else can wear a mask and feel comfortable. As soon as our black people put on a mask, oh, we're suspicious, or we doing something. So just be very careful and aware, and protect yourself, and know every time you leave in your house, it's a war against the coronavirus, but there's also another war brewing, and you might face these people, but you don't want to get caught off guard. You want to be prepared, and you want to make sure your kids, your children, your husband, your wife, and everybody else is where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be, and they're not putting themselves out there in that position to get targeted and attacked too as well. Thank you guys so much. Charles Manson was trying to start a race war. Yes, he was. And now I think Charles Manson died, right? He did die. He did. So be protected, you guys. Stay woke, stay protected, stay up, stay positive, and stay happy too as well. This is nothing new. We always have been under attack, but now we got the coronavirus, and we got something that they can try to use to come into our community and wreak havoc and knock on our doors and find out who's in our house, who's this, who's that, and all this other stuff, and invading our privacy. And we cannot let that happen. So you have to pay very close attention to who's in your community that's running for any office. And if they're on the guise of doing this shit, then you don't vote for them. For real, for real. I know. You're so right, Horton. For real, for real. So be blessed. Stay woke. I wish you guys all prosperity, wealth, healing, and protection to you and your family. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys commenting on the video, and interacting with each other, telling how each other feel, talking about this and that, and feeling comfortable, and also calling too as well. And then everybody in the bushes, I appreciate you spending the time with me. I do appreciate it, and I don't take it lightly. And I'm honored to have each and every one of you guys here, and correspond with me, and I correspond with you too as well. As it makes me feel good, and I hope you feel good too as well, because it's just wonderful just to have a community and a family that we could just talk about things, express our feelings, and there's no judgment, and we just keep it moving, baby. So much love to all of you. Thank you so much for everybody coming through, the moderators. Levon, I don't think I shouted you out last video. I'm sorry. Sometimes I flip through different screens, and sometimes I don't get back to the chat because I got like 8 screens open. I'm clicking this one and that. But if I ever miss any of you guys without shouting you out or saying what's up to you, it's never on purpose, because I'm honored to have you guys here, and I'm honored to communicate with each and every one of you. And I'm honored that if you are even just watching my video, I'm honored. And it's just magnificent. Ella Johnson, Structure Racism on the Race 2. Same job, same qualification. Job will go to. Yep, that happens too as well. And I've faced that so many times. You know how many one day we'll talk about that. That's why many of my jobs, I was the first black person there. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Thank you so much, Wallace. Missing Nina Bug. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Prayers. Amen. So you guys stay up. Stay positive. Stay woke. Stay protected. And don't get caught off guard. And don't let your loved ones get caught off guard either. Thank you. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings.